I get shaken up out of my sleep, waking up. Youssef, wake up, wake up, wake up. I was like, what? What? Your brother's on the street. There's an accident. I was like, what? So to get to my dad's house is right here. The street is right here. You have to make a U-turn to come to my dad's. You can't go anywhere from here. You have to make a U-turn to come here. So I go, okay, no problem. So I go in and there's a guy laid out in the street and then the car is flipped. This is right next to the house. And then it was my brother that had a couple drinks and then they let him drive and then had the car, made the turn too fast.
Flip.
Like he was literally a minute away from the house. Not even 50 yards away from the house. That's all he took.
You ran outside and you could see.
Well, the guy woke me up and I went outside and because he had no seatbelt. So when the car flipped, his friend. So when the car flipped, his girlfriend still had a seatbelt. So she was fine. But he got launched out of the front shield and hit his head and died. Yeah. So that was like my like a rough. I was 18.
Did you run out to the scene?
19. Yeah. I was the first one.
Oh no.
And then my dad, my brother came up and all that, and then that was the whole thing. We stayed up.
Conscious?
No, he was dead.
Oh, instant.
Yeah. So it was me and my brothers. I think this was like 3 a.m. We stayed up till like, God, it was like friends come over the next day, the next morning, everybody, and I was still like, whenever I go through, like when I'm sad or when I'm not doing well, something like that, I was just quiet. Just silence, which is weird, you know. For me, I like to speak a lot, you know, but I just couldn't. I was just speechless. I was just like the whole 3 months, to be honest, you know. But that's when I was like almost like committed suicide. On my way to commit suicide, on my dumbass thought I was just gonna grab some pills, you know, like overdose on Tylenol or something. I don't know what it was. I just grabbed whatever I can find, and I went downstairs and I had the pills in my hands, and I had people come downstairs and like kept talking to me and like, you know, just trying to keep me on the right road, I should say. But so that was kind of like a very bad, depressing 4 months of my life. Yeah. Like I would sleep till like 2 p.m., wake up, go train, come back, do it again. That was my life.
Your family seems like you're all really close.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, this is what I tell people is like, I wish I was closer. You know, like the regrets that you have, that was like one of the regrets, because we were never picture family. We always eat together. We always talk to each other. We always take care of each other. We always have each other's back no matter what. But we were never like, I remember like I always wanted to look for a picture of me and my brother. And the only ones I can find is me and him young, or when I won my first title in kickboxing. That's the only one, and it's a blurry picture.
Yeah.
That's the only one. So my friend actually made me an art with my brother I have at the house. That's just him. That's his picture.
Is it art, like a drawing?
Yeah, like a drawing. It's just him. That blurry picture, they put it into art, and
that was cool.
That I have that, yeah. So that was only that. Like that was like my one regrets of life. It's like I would love to not just spend more time. It's more of making memories. Yeah. If you know what I mean, like, and have it like physically. I remember the memories that I did with my brother and all that stuff. You know, it's like it gotten better, right? Like, just emotionally talking about it gotten better. You know, it's like fucking breakdown every time I talk about it. You know, but it's like it gets better. You know, it's like you start learning like everything happens for a reason, but it's like why does it have to happen to my brother? You know, a young age and all that. You know, so
how old was he?
24, 25.
Just a baby.
Yeah. It's young, man. It was bad. It was like very depressing for me, at least. I mean, my dad, my mom, we haven't seen my mom for still.
She didn't get to come for the funeral, or
Till this day, she hasn't gotten to the U.S. to see him yet. To this day, so we were working on her getting her visa because that's her wish, to come see her son.
I bet.
Yeah, so it's like where were we? Like, I think it was like 7 years not seeing my mom so far.
Yeah.
So it's like fucking wild, bro. It's like a roller coaster for me, you know. I was like 3 months I didn't even go train. Like I went train the next week, and then I had the support from my coach, my mentor, and Austin and all those guys kind of helped me out a little bit, you know. But that was a rough time for me. It was like super super depressing, you know. And that's like my whole motto in life. It's like not just helping kids and like families and all that, you know. It's like you just don't know when shit can change. You really don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can be fine and then something happens in your family.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like for me, I was like be you, do you, right? And try to make as many memories as you can in your life, you know. It was like, because when I die, I was like, I've done everything I possibly can, you know. I've been good to people, I've been good to my family, I've been good to my partner, I've been good to whatever I've done in my life. I'm happy to say like I've done what I needed to do, you know. So that's why, like, for me to leave my kid or anything that, you know, for me, I was like, I wanted to have that. But you know, it's a very motivational story for me, and it's more of I have to do something that really put all my life and my effort and everything because of that reason of one mistake that happened. Again, it's like I told you in the beginning, you know, your brothers always want you to do better.
Yeah.
They never wanted me to go out. They never wanted me to do this. They never wanted me to do that. And like, there's always these things they never wanted me to do because I was the younger kid, you know? They're like, no, you're not doing this. No, go do your thing. So I always appreciated that, you know? And when I lost my brother, I was like, I have no other choice but to follow this type of, you know, this is my dream.
Wanted for you.
Yeah, what all of them wanted from me, not even just my brother, you know? It's like, everybody wants me to like, hey, this is the fighter, the house. This is the guy. This is the champ. You know how they talk. You know, they're like, this is the champion right here. This is this that. You know, and I was very 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 like motivated and like had a purpose. You know, I have go do something. You know, and I remember 18. I was 18. Did my first MMA fight. Go in there, finish the guy.
Amateur or pro?
Amateur. This is all amateur. Because I couldn't do MMA until I was 18.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because Colorado apparently has that rule. I don't know if they changed it anymore, but the rules, like, you have to be 18 to fight MMA. And, yeah, so I did MMA, started fighting. I remember...
Tell us about your first fight.
Oh, bro. So my coach comes up to me and he's like, hey... I have this fight for you. It's my amateur debut. He's like, you going against this guy from Trials, which is another big gym in Colorado. And he's like, he's a jiu-jitsu guy. I was like, okay. Bro, I go in the first round, and it was outside. We fought outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the, like, outside theater. Wildest shit ever. Like, I remember they had us in a trailer. That was our warm-up room. So my coach was smart enough. He was like, no, let's warm up outside so you can get used to the same feeling outside. I was like, oh, no problem. Everybody else was warming up in the trailers, which is cold and cool. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So we go in there. I remember walk out of there, first round, moving. I hit a head kick and I slipped.
Oh.
And the dude just full on jumped on me. And I'm talking, when I got hit so hard from the top that my head hit the canvas and I was like, holy shit, oh my God, this is happening. Yeah, that type of deal. I was, oh my God. So I survived the first round. Like, literally survived the first round. And then second round goes in, and then I remember my coach is telling me, my coach, and he was my coach in Austin, was in my corner. And he was like, this dude is terrified to strike with you. Terrified. Go finish him. And I remember I come out, boom, head kick,
Oh,
finished him.
KO with that kick?
Yeah, well, KO and then finished him on the ground with the hands. And then that was a TKO, finished him. So I was like, I was all happy. I was all pumped. I remember my dad, my brother, and his friends holding the Moroccan flag. They, again, just remember that feeling I told you in the beginning, the winning. It's the same thing. You were like all pumped up, all hyped up and all that stuff. So I was super, super happy about that. So that was my welcome to MMA.